Hi guys, it's Jen Scheimer. I'm gonna do a quick jelly plate video because Paula said you guys want to see it from me, first of all. Secondly, I know she did the low level lounge last night in our group, but I'm gonna start with a big 8x10 one. I'm gonna put you in my little holder. Disregard my mess. I believe you can see. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so I'm taking it out of its container. It's got this plastic thing on the top. You do not need that. That's just for storage. So we'll put that there. And I just have this extra one. I don't know if it came with it. I don't know what the heck happened. But it's this jelly thing, right? So what I do on my desk is I have a reusable cleaning, I don't know what you call it, like mat. It's I think you can also use it to iron stuff on too, but I had it. So I put that down on the top of my desk. You can see, right? I'm just going to take a peek. Yes, I'm in frame. Okay. Put my you don't need lemon oil. Okay, I'm going to take a couple pieces of regular cardstock. Now, these actually have stuff on the back, which is totally fine because I'm not going to use those. But what I'm going to do is so this is what I do. I put a blank piece of paper here. This is integral to my jelly painting scenario, jelly printing. When I'm done rolling my paint on, I'm going to roll it off here. So you need a little extra space. Can you see it? Oh, you can't really see it. There, that's my extra piece of paper. Okay, and we're back. Okay, now I bought something yesterday at Target, which I'm going to show you. I don't want to put it on my gel plate because you really got to keep your gel plate in good shape. You don't want anything cutting it. But look at this Stanley lunchbox. Are you guys kidding me with this, right? Target, guys, go get it if you want it. But what I did was I put in everything I need for gel printing. So I have some colors of Liquitex basic paint. The paint you use will make a difference. I'm going to take these 4 colors out. So maybe I'll do this brighter green. Okay. I also have smaller ones. You can get these in smaller sizes, which is actually a better idea. And you can use them a little bit. The big thing with gel printing, which took me a long time to actually acknowledge that I needed to do it, even though I heard everybody who gel prints say it. I'm going to take out some of this too. Show you what we do with this. So this is bubble wrap, guys. Nothing exciting. Anything else? No. Oh, you know what? I'm going to play with this too. All right. Stop me. This is so fun. Okay. So I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, right? And they get overwhelming, but they're really relaxing. And I think once you get the hang of it, you'd actually have fun with it. So let's put our gel plate down again, right in the middle. I'm going to put it just a little further up so you can see. How is that? Is that good for you guys? Good. Okay. So gel printing. Oh, and I have a new thing I want to try. 2 new things I'm going to try. Where is it? Not that. Not the stamps. I have this that I got on Temu, actually. It's a stencil. We're going to try that stencil. There's another stencil I wanted to try, too. I'm not sure where it went. Collage paper. Oh, and this big stencil. Okay. So we're going to try these 2. This is a Dylusions one. And this, honestly, is Temu. And what I liked about it is it looks like it's going down a hole. So, okay. First things first. Let me get some extra paper that I can use to gel print on the back. So disregard that it has stuff on the front of it, but I am using regular cardstock, nothing crazy. You can also use copy printer paper while you're practicing, but here we go. All right, so are you guys ready? I'm gonna start with teal, because what is not a fun color, but teal. So what you do is you're gonna take a little bit of paint, little bit, 3 drops, maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? That's more than enough for the whole plate. You are going to take your brayer. Any brayer will do. This is a speedball. People like it. And you're just going to start bouncing a little and getting paint all around on your jelly roll, like so. So this is a pretty big one. It's 8 by 10, this whole jelly plate. I call it a jelly roll because I think in the 70s or the 80s there was something called a jelly roll. So, okay, so this is the base, okay, that we're going to start with. And you don't want to have too much. It's okay that you can see lines. And what you do is you take this onto your thing, your extra scrap piece of paper, and then you're just going to put all the colors on here. It's not going to matter. First thing we're going to do, we are going to take this stencil out of its container. I have a better stencil holder, but we're going to do this for right now because it's new. I just bought this the other day. All right, so you're going to lay your stencil down on your gel plate, okay? And you're going to go over it a little, okay? Just to press it down a little, okay? And you're going to take a blank piece of paper. Now, this is not a blank piece of paper because it has Lisa's stuff on the other side. But what you're going to do is you're going to put it on your gel plate and you're going to press down all over. You're going to try to get the edges, try to make it look good. And the first pull is going to, hopefully, oh, it didn't do it. I'll tell you why it didn't do it. Don't be freaked out. We're going to put a little more paint on. No, what we're going to do is we're going to take this off. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm new to the stenciling thing. But now, what we're going to do is we're going to put this on this. And it should come up. If it doesn't come up, I'm going to show you what we're going to do, which is totally fine. We're just pressing it all down. It's not coming up. So it needs a little more ink. So hold, please. I shouldn't be doing this live because Lord knows. Needs just a little more ink than what I put down. We're going to put a little more down. You don't want to have too much. The problem is with mixed media is if you have too much, then it's not going to, it's just going to be a blob of paper. So as you can see at the bottom, my, the dimension that I put on there a little bit, but this is not really the best. All right, here we go. Now it's liquid and it should pull off. And there we go. So you can see you can see a little of the texture in there. Not all of it came off, which again is totally fine. Put that piece of paper aside. I'm going to show you the wonder of gel plating. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a little white. So white now is going to become our background. So I'm going to put it on everything. I'm going to take a little off. But the reason why I'm putting this on is I want to pull up everything that's currently on my gel plate. Because if you leave stuff on your gel plate, then your gel plate's going to have stuff on it, and you don't want that. So you want a thin layer. Okay, let's try this again. So we're going to do this. I'm literally just playing. Oh, I shouldn't have done that because now I think part of the problem is, so you can see there's that. And now we're going to take some paper and we're just going to put it down and see what we get. This is not well tested. I haven't done this in a couple weeks, so Paula, don't be mad at me for trying things and it not working. You're not going to be mad at me. You're awesome. And we'll take it off and it pulls. Oh!
Fun. Okay. Smoosh number.
No, that didn't work. I did it backwards. All right, hold on, people. That was a mess up. Let's try a third color. So, why this is not opening? There we go. All right, we're gonna try a third color. So, what I did was, on that one, was I printed on the wrong side of the paper. But you need to get a good amount, not a ton. Still has that texture under there. We'll see how that looks. It's got a little pink on top. Okay, so So what we're gonna do, we'll take another piece of paper. This time I'll do it the right way. And we're just gonna do that. See what comes in on this side of the gel plate. Okay. And there you go. You're pulling up a little of the teal, a little bit of the pink, a little bit of the white. Putting it away aside to dry. Now, the gel plate's a little messy right now, especially on that side. But I'm gonna use that to our advantage. I'm gonna show you why. We're gonna do 3 colors on this one. Okay, so we're gonna go, I'm using my left hand. I'm not left-handed, don't be excited. Even though I love left-handed people, I am not left-handed. So we're gonna put some color, some pink on this side. We're gonna put the teal on the right side. Okay, just a little. It's a little much, so I'm gonna put some on, but I'm also going to take some off of it. So I'm rolling it on my extra piece of paper here on the right, and I'm just making sure that it's okay. So you can see my brayer is getting all those colors on it, which is fine. And then we're gonna do a little white in the middle. Okay, I'll show you why we're doing white in the middle. So you're gonna see it's like, it's gonna be a little oceany right now. A little muddy and dirty, but that's okay. Like we're playing with our colors. Okay, we're gonna take another piece of paper. I do have blank paper in the other room, but what you're gonna see now is this is just straight gel, nothing on top of it, right? Okay. And as you pull it off, you get all 3 colors, which is really cool, right? Really kind of cool. Put it aside to dry. Keep going. Don't give up on it. All right, I have an idea. I want to try this one. So what we're going to do now, normally, I'm turning around. Normally, you want to you don't really need to clean your gel plate. I just use baby wipes, which I get at the Dollar Tree because I don't have babies in the house anymore. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start from clean, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm just gonna clean the entire plate off. You could use water. I do have water too. Let me get that. Hold on. I'm sorry, my light is attached to my chair. There we go. Okay, we're gonna take a little water. You can use water as well, and I'll show you a quick technique of that. I don't know how long this video is gonna go, but I'm just trying to clean off the pink and the teal for right now because I do want to try something else, and I want to start with a clean gel plate. So you see it's not really coming off well. That's okay. Put a little more water on. Take some more baby wipes and we'll clean it. It's also all over my hands, but this is water-based paint, so it'll come off with a baby wipe too. Okay, so we're just cleaning for 2 seconds. I'm going to show you something with the smaller colors, but what I want to do is put a base down. I'm going to try the stencil again. I'm not great with the stencil, I'm not going to lie to you, but I've been taking a Vicky Boutin class, and it's been very, very helpful. A little more water just to clean it off. You can use water. All right, so the gel plate is pretty clean. We've wiped it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, anything can be texture with mixed media. Okay, here we go. In my, oh goodness gracious, where did it go? I'm looking for something and I'm not finding it. That's okay. I'm not going to use the small colors. Okay. We are going to do teal again. Okay. We're going to do green in the middle. That's a little too much, but we'll take it off. And then we'll have it go down to white. Okay. So we're taking our brayer again, and we're going to start with white. This time we're going to start with white on this side. Okay. So you can tell, like, when you're using your brayer that it's got a lot of paint on it, so you want to get it off a little. So there we go. That's a little better. It's just a feel thing, and I wish I had, like, things that I could explain it to you in a better way, but I don't. Okay, so now we're gonna do the green, kind of into the white. Okay, so we're trying to make like a, almost like an ocean scene or a sunset, I guess would be the best way to kind of put it. Okay, and then we're gonna do the teal, and the teal is definitely gonna have some of the green in it, but we're trying to make it pull a little, and then I'm taking some of it off, taking some of this off, so it's got like, I might have to add a little more green in the middle, which is fine. We're just gonna add a little dab of green. Remember, this is not like perfectionism, this is art. So there we go, that gets a little more green into it, which is good. Okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, you can see there's some lines in it. I'm okay with the lines, because again, art isn't perfect. And I'm gonna take this out of its box, its little plastic holder thing. You know what I might do? A lot of paint on this. I may just go like this. Well, that didn't work because now it's all green everywhere. That's okay. Let me fix it before I use the stencil. I'm gonna do that. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna take a baby wipe and I'm just gonna try to take some of this paint off. See? I didn't like what it was doing. Now I'm fixing it. Easy peasy. Okay. And we're gonna add a little more white to this side because it needs it. There's no more contrast of the colors, right? It's all just now a light green, which is okay, but that's not really what I was going for. So we're gonna put a little more blue here again. Just a little. And I'm gonna see how this goes. If this gives it a little more color down here. Yeah, that's nicer. I like what it's doing now. Now it's kind of doing what I wanted. I wanted it to go from one color, one light to dark was what I was trying to do, or light blue to green. Okay. Here's my stencil. Here we go. We're gonna try this. So I'm gonna put the stencil down like this. Now, one of the issues I did before was I used the brayer, right? That's why that stencil didn't look so good. So I'm trying this. I'm touching all the white areas. See the thicker ones? I'm trying not to get my finger, but I'm trying to get it so it stays down. All right, so we're gonna take a piece of cardstock and we're gonna try it. There's a lot of paint, there's a lot of ink on this right now, which is great. So we're just gonna put this like this, and we're gonna see if we can get the stencil part onto the cardstock. Now, because I'm not gonna use this side of the paper, I'm gonna use my brayer as a way to push it down. Okay, and see if we can get it. Let's see what we got. That's a lot better. So look at how cool that is. Ah, come on, guys. Right? Not perfect. Again, not perfect. But here's the cool part. Now you lift the stencil, okay? And you have this wet, wet goo underneath, right? Wet, wet goo that we got to get some stuff off. So I have some more cardstock over here. So I'm going to take this. Now, I could do something else for this, but I'm not going to. You could dry this and put a white, and then you have the, or like another color. We could do this again and I can show you. So this is just it going on, right? With the wet paint, you got to keep the paint wet right now, right? Which is totally fine. And look what we get. Now look what we get when we pull this up. This is going to be game changer. Well, it didn't, all of it didn't really come up good, which is why I'm saying you could use another color on top. Here we go. This came out nice. So you get kind of the same thing, but there wasn't as much paint over there. That's totally fine. Here's another one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take pink, which we didn't use before, right? And this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is now going to be another layer, okay? You're layering things backwards. I'm going to need a little more paint than this because I want to get, I want to get all of this off my, not only off my gel plate, but I want it to be kind of a cool background. So I'm just going to add a little more. And I'm going to give you a little tutorial on paint in 1 second. But the better paint you use, the more success you have. So if you use like paint from the dollar store, which I did try this with that, it comes out kind of crappy because, excuse my language, because it's not thick paint. It's not a full color paint. So the Liquitex, look at that, I got paint on the back of that. That's really funny. But the Liquitex has a thicker body to it, if you will. All right, I think I'm still, okay, so we're gonna put this down and you're gonna see the pink is now gonna be the background of our cool 3D, I don't know what it's called, geometrical maybe? I don't know words. All right, so we're just gonna, we're doing this and we're gonna pull, okay? Now come on, guys, I don't wanna say anything, but pretty cool. That stencil's really cool. And it was on Temu, so cheap, 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 cheap. So see, we have the base, which is the green, and the teal in the background. And that could be a really cool background that you could use for anything. Okay, I'm gonna show you one other technique. I'm gonna use pink for this. Okay, see if that's enough. It's not enough ink. It's not enough paint for sure, but it's a start, which is fine. I'm going to show you one other technique, 2 techniques before I turn the video off. Okay, put a little more on. The thing is with the gel printing is you really just have to be careful not to put too much paint on. So the brayer kind of works as like I'm bouncing it, which is why it's not getting full coverage, which is you're not really supposed to achieve. It's supposed to be like textury. Okay, we're gonna take some water. This is just my distress sprayer. I think we all have one of these. And I'm gonna slowly do puddles. So I'm just slowly squeezing the trigger so it makes a puddle. I don't know if you guys know certain things about art techniques, not with the water. It's actually, that's not what I was going to say, but it's, your eye likes to see things in odd numbers. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that is going to bother my eye. But if I throw another one in here, it might make it easier. Oh, I did extra, which is totally fine. But see how these are like bubbling? I think, okay, I'm just taking some of the extra. It's a little much with the water, but I'll show you why. All right, so that's kind of, this is, Vicki Boutin showed us something like this, but I'm adding that I'm taking a little bit of the water off. Okay, she used her finger. I didn't really like using my finger. I mean, my fingers look crazy right now, but I didn't like when she was using her finger. Okay, are you ready? We're gonna put down this. This is, again, I'm using a water bottle and paint. This is not like anything that you have to spend $1 million on. Okay. Now look at this. So this gave you some water spots, white and pink. And now I have this layer looking like this, which I don't know if I love it or not, but I bought these at the dollar, on Amazon, I think it was. and they're just sponge brushes from for makeup. So I am going to add, I think I'll do green this time. I'm really only working with 4 colors. And my white fell on the floor, so I'm working with 3 colors. I'll pick it up in a minute, but okay. So we're just gonna add some of this. Okay, again, it's not, you're not going for like full coverage and I want a solid color. You really want texture, you want different layers. So this is my green layer, okay? Now, I've never tried this before. We'll see how this goes. I do want to show you one thing because I'm going to switch this piece of paper out. This is what I've been brayering onto. This is now could be an awesome background. So I'm going to put that with my stuff that's dry. And take another piece of paper. This one's fine. Doesn't have to have stuff on it. Okay. And by the way, I'm known for printing things out and printing them out twice. Okay, so what we're going to do with the sponge brush is we're just going to go like this. I don't even know. And then I'm going to take the other side and do circles. No rhyme or reason, just trying it. Okay, take a piece of paper. We're going to put it down. We're going to see what we pull up. So that's just circles, and that was just using an odd shaped makeup brush, right? Okay. I'm going to pull it up. And again, it's got a little of the pink, it's got a little of the green in it, a little of the white background. All right. Now for this one, I want to take my white, so I have to go find my white that fell. Hold, please. There we go. Okay. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put it on top. And this is kind of like actually a way of even cleaning off your jelly plate, because it's going to pick up everything that's on there right now, which is kind of cool. All right. Which is kind of what you want at the end. You don't want to have to like clean too much. So I'm going to take this one again, which I did not clean. And we're going to put this down, right? Because it pretty much covers pretty well. And I'm going to try another piece. I don't know if this is going to work. So we're just trying things. And oh, I have bubble wrap to try too. We'll try that too. Okay. So I'm just braying over it so it gets some of that ink. I don't even know if it's going to show, but let's see if it did anything. So a little bit of texture, not bad. Take this off, and we are going to use my bubble wrap on this one. So this is just white, which is kind of boring. I'm going to take some of the teal. Okay. And I'm going to do a layer on top, and I'll show you what I'm going to do once I do the layer on top. I think I need a little more. That looks like a little not enough paint to my liking, though it might be enough. I just want to make sure it's covering. And see, now I've used a few colors over here. It's kind of cool, like it's marble almost, I guess, marbleized. Okay, here we go. Last time. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So we're putting a little pink, a little teal over the pink and the white and the different colors, right? Kind of fun. Okay. This is bubble wrap. It is not special bubble wrap. It's just bubble wrap. So all I do is I lay it on here. I take it off. Okay. That's all I did. That's all I'm going to do on that one, because I think you're going to see a couple different layers. So let's put this like that. Okay. We're going to brayer over it so it gets all that good stuff that's on my gel plate on there. Okay. Here we go. Let's do a pull and see what happens. Okay. Wow. Look at that. I mean, literally paint and bubble wrap. And you can still see some of the stencils, some of the different colors underneath. Those are great backgrounds for different things. Oops, sorry, I turned off the light. Oh, 1 second. Technical issues. There, the light's back on. And then we're going to do one more pull. I think I'm going to pick this color. Hopefully I'll pull as much as I can off this time, so my cleaning of my gel plate will not be so much. I know Paula had a small one, and the small one's fine. Like, I actually haven't played with my small ones. I have a few different sizes, but I just wanted to kind of show you a couple little things that I'm learning, which is, honestly, I'm not learning that much. I'm learning very slowly and trying very slowly, so don't think that, like, I have any, I'm any farther ahead. Okay, so that I'm going to put on that side. Okay. And again, I'm pushing pretty hard down on these so that it gets all the paint. And then we're going to pull it off. Look at that. Oh, that one's gorgeous. That one is fun. And I didn't plan this. You guys saw, like, I messed up in the beginning, but you can see a little of the bubble wrap, see a little of the texture there, a little bit of the white. All right, should we do another color so I can clean this thing up? Might as well, right? I have a few minutes. We're gonna do pink this time. And I have an idea of something I want to use as a texture, so hold on 1 second. We'll see how this goes. I had this idea. I was at the Dollar Tree, which is one of my favorite places to look for cheap craft supplies that I'm not sure I'm going to commit to. So hold on. Let me get the bag. Where's the brown bag? Oh, it's at the bottom. Okay, here's what I picked up. 2 things, actually. So if I cut this open, I'm going to show you 2 things I got. It's 2 in 1, actually. Oh, I know, 2 in 1. So great. So when I was a kid, one of my favorite sports was playing badminton, okay? And I thought this right here would be really kind of fun to just roll it on and see how it goes, okay? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work, but I'll do another one. We'll roll it together. I think these are called shuttlecocks. I can't remember. Okay, so that's an interesting texture over there. But here's the cool thing. So this came with 4, right? Which again, my kids, knowing at least my younger son, he'll be done with these in 30 seconds. So these were $1. I'm gonna take the packaging and roll this on as well. And this time I may use my brayer a little because I don't want my fingers to, see? So you get a little texture, it's taking off a little of the paint. Okay, shuttlecock, holder of shuttlecock. Will I use them again? I don't know. All right, so on top of the pink, oh, I should do another shuttlecock here. I just like saying the word now that I know. And guys, correct me if I'm wrong, if it's not a shuttlecock. Okay, so there we go. Now to give it a background, I'm gonna do 2 things. I'm gonna do a little blue over here, teal, which seems to be one of my favorite colors right now. Actually, if you want to know a secret about me right now, before I get my next pedicure, my toes are teal. Okay, so we're gonna do white in the middle this time. Okay, I have an idea. My idea is if I do it right, we may get like, there we go, a cool background of 3 colors and then have all the texture on top of it. So that's what I'm going with. I don't know if it's gonna work. We have no idea. This is why we play and just have fun and see. So truth be told, I went to the Dollar Tree last week and I had the idea of what could I use as texture for my gel plate. So don't think that I was actually like ahead of the game or some sort of art amazing person. All right, so let's see what it looks like. Put it right in the middle. I also have another size speed roll. This is it. It's a smaller one. It's actually, I assume it would be for smaller plates, but I'm just going to use it because I know that one's getting a little on the dirty side, which is totally fine. Everything can be cleaned. Does not have to be perfect. So let's pull and see what this looks like. Oh my goodness. Come on. This looks amazing. Guys, we got pink, we got blue, we got white, we got it all. And you can see my shuttlecock packaging, bubble wrap. I think that was the original stencil from before, but look at how cool that is. Can you guys see? Oh, so fun. Okay. We're going to clean off this, and I'm going to show you one last thing, well, I'm going to put some water on it. That seems to be the best way to clean it, is with a lot of water. But as I said, I went to the Dollar Tree and they sell Fisher Price wipes for $1.25. These I would never have used on my children, because if you've had babies, you know that sometimes you need thick wipes, and I'm not going to go into detail about that, but these are perfect for craft, because even if you use a lot of them, you're not spending a lot on them, so it's okay. So I'm just going to clean. I'm almost done. I just want to clean this and put this away before we're done, and then I'm going to show you the stack. When I say a stack, I sat here for like, I don't know, a half hour, 45 minutes maybe, a couple weeks ago, and I just went through and just kept playing. I was like, what else can I use? What else can I use? I used a lot of stencils that day, which was really fun. But what I love about this is it's easy, it's fast, and you end up with really fun backgrounds that you could use for a lot of different things. You could use them in scrapbook pages. You can use them in a junk journal. You could definitely use them if you doodle, you know what I mean? Like, there's tons of things that you can use with them. So I wanted to figure out how my gel plate worked, which I think I've done pretty well with understanding. What I like about this mat that I have underneath is it's water. All these paints are water-based, so it comes up with the wipes. Okay, let me put this over here for 1 second. Let me put my gel plate away, because that's part of being a gel plater, is you have to put your gel plate away in a nice way and clean, right? You don't want to have a messy gel plate. I'm just going to put it on the plastic. In a little better way, I'll put it on the plastic. And then I'm going to open my gel plate holder, and it's going to go right in. So there we go. So that's done with the gel plates. Okay. I do have to clean off my shuttlecocks, or what I'll do is I'll give them to my son, and him and his friends will just love it. They're 16, but they run around like nutties at our house, which is fun, because I'm the kind of mom that doesn't really, like, I always believe everything can be, if the kid's having fun and playing and they're not breaking things, go at it. If you start breaking stuff, we have a problem. But until that point, so this goes back in its holder. Always keep the plastic container. It's gonna go over here, which is perfect. Okay, we're gonna clean off this area. I might need more water for that, but as I said, I'm gonna clean off my jelly roll, my brayer a little, put it back where it goes, just so it's a little cleaner when I use it the next time. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, many people do not clean their brayers. I just saw somebody do it, and I thought, well, I have wipes out, why not clean them? As you can see, it has all the colors, but it doesn't mess it up, which is kind of cool. So this is the second background one I used. Again, like, who knows? I could use it for something. So this is the ones I made today. This is my stack from the other day, and from a week ago. I have this stack, which is like insanity, people. Like, just insanity. With one gel plate and some paints. And when I started, I used very cheap paints. So, like, I'll show you. So these are all from when I first started. And then I'll show you some cool ones that I did. Again, I was trying. I used copy paper. And it was just fun. This one I didn't even have the... I had a skinnier gel plate. I just was trying it with different colors, mixing colors. So I have some solids in here. Then I started doing like different things, right? You can see these, right? Okay. This was one of the ones that I was taking the stuff off my brayer. This was 3 colors. This was 3 colors. So you can see these are a little lighter because I used the cheaper paints, which is fine. Like, use what you have. See if you like this. If you hate it, don't do it. But this is another one I printed off of, right? Another one. Okay, so then in the little class I'm taking from Vicki Wooten, and it's not little, it's actually quite long, we started doing stenciling. So again, like, I messed up. I might use that as a background. I might add more to it later. Bubble wrap, right? This got broken. That's okay. Again, that's a wipe off. This was me trying a different stencil. This was me having the stencil underneath it. But as you can see, like, I tried different things. I did not give up. I did solids again. This is bubble wrap. This is 2 different kinds of bubble wrap, big and small. This is a number stencil that I have. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed doing that one. This was a stencil in the middle of the page. I don't love it, but it's okay. I tried it. This was just doing circles. This was another stencil I had. It didn't come out well, but the bottom I might use, you know. All playing. This didn't work at all. This didn't work at all. And then this is just me playing with different kinds of textures. Some of it is texture paste. So just try it. Use what you have. Don't go out and buy anything unless you don't have acrylic paints. But like, this is all on copier paper, which will be fine. You know, different colors. This one again didn't work out. Move on. Don't worry about it. This had too much paint on it. That's okay. This was my brush off. This was a stencil that had hexes. Didn't come out well. This time it was a little better. You know, this is half of it is a stencil I tried. This is a bigger stencil I did twice. And again, these are the numbers. The numbers I loved. I thought this I believe is with the stencil down, with it off. And I loved that. This was too much paint. But again, I don't care. Like, who cares? Like, it looks kind of cool. You know, this was a few stencils on top. Few stencils on top. Ones that didn't work out. Ones that didn't work out. But again, like, I just keep trying. It's not all perfect, but probably out of this, I got 20 or 30 sheets that worked out well. So, play, have fun. That's my advice on jelly plating. Now I'm going to try to get the paint off my hands. All right. Any questions? Put them in the chat. Have fun. And let me see what you've done. All right. Bye, guys.